Petroleum retailers finally get their long-awaited 25-cent boost. But are consumers getting the short end of the pump? First tonight, hear what the Minister of Economic Affairs has to say about the timing of this fuel-up. Docked and disrupted. U.S. longshoremen hitting the picket line for the first time in nearly 50 years. Bahamian retailers bracing for the ripple effect. Could your next grocery bill take a hit? One of the nation's largest food retailers weighs in on the supply chain crisis. This as Bahamas Air putting rumors to rest. The airline chief says flights to the United States will continue despite a pricing dispute. Then in our news at 7:30, employees of the national flag carrier gear up for a strike over an outsourcing dispute. With an emergency meeting and strike vote looming, will this dispute ground the airline? Our News Live at 7 starts right now. Welcome to our News Live at 7. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Candino Knowles. Disturbing news from Flamingo Gardens tonight. After a 27-year-old man was shot and killed this afternoon while he was holding his 8-month-old daughter. Police tell us the tragic scene unfolded when the young father had just returned home after 3 p.m. Tuesday. Investigators tell us a man in a white Japanese car approached him, leading to the devastating incident. Police press liaison, Chief Superintendent Chrislyn Skippings, who spoke on the scene, says another child was in close proximity when the shots rang out.
The toddler was unharmed during the incident. During the incident, a 6-year-old female child was also in the vehicle, for the young man had just picked up the 2 female from school.
And family members who eventually arrived on the scene, visibly shaken by the news. As for the victim, the chief superintendent telling reporters that he did have interactions with police in the past. However, she could not say if the matter was gun-related. Now, Skipping says police, they are on the lookout for the getaway car.
Something is wrong with this. As a country, we have to be able to talk to our males. We have to let them know that, yeah, we will have conflicts, but we have to find different ways to resolve these conflicts. Using an edged tool or a firearm is not the answer.
All right, for the latest on this story, be sure and head over to ournews.bs. And of course, you can find all of today's top stories at Our News Bahamas on Facebook. Well, if you haven't been to the gas station already this week, then your next fill up at the pump is going to cost you an extra 25 cents per gallon. The recently approved increase in fuel margins, which was green-lit just a few weeks ago, officially took effect today. Bahamas Petroleum Retailers Association has been advocating for this boost for years. On the issue today, Economic Affairs Minister Michael Alquita says the group presented a strong case and that now was the right time.
Inflation generally has abated, has come down in the country, and as well the cost of fuel, gasoline on the international market has come down. And so we thought the time was right, and we continue to monitor the price of fuel.
Along with the 25-cent margin increase for a gallon of gas. The Davis administration also approved a 16-cent margin increase for a gallon of diesel. Government had previously stated it wouldn't make any decisions that could drive up fuel costs for motorists. However, Minister Halkitis pointed out that the reduction in fuel prices is linked to a decline in global inflation. We asked him what might happen if the situation changes.
Of course, any increase is an increase that's unwanted, but we think that given all the factors, given the fact that you have these businesses who are very vital to the functioning of the country, but in a very precarious position given increased costs and their fixed margins, we feel that that's a trade-off that we could make at this time.
Meanwhile, there's another issue with major potential impact on your wallets as tens of thousands of longshoremen at ports along the United States East Coast and Gulf of Mexico went on strike shortly after midnight. It's the first time we've seen this kind of industrial action in nearly 50 years. The fallout is global, including here in the Bahamas, where concerns are mounting over the impact on the supply chain. Now, Delvardo Emmanuel spoke with one of the country's largest food retailers, now warning price hikes may be inevitable.
We were really hoping that it wouldn't happen, but it has, and now we have to face the challenge. The good thing is we do have a supply on hand. We have, I would say, about 3 months in stock. So that's going to serve as a buffer.
The strike, which involves thousands of workers demanding better wages and working conditions, has shut down key ports and shipyards across the U.S. This disruption comes at a crucial time as global supply chains are still recovering from the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. President and Chief Financial Officer for SuperValue Limited, Deborah Simonet, says while the company has a safety net, she worries about future shipments during the holiday season.
Of course, Christmas is a busy time, and that's when we get our most stock in. But we're doing our best. We're working with shippers that are not on strike because not all of the shipping companies' workers are unionized. So we're trying to work with the ones that are not a part of the union. And, we can see what they can do for us. The issue will be, a lot of pressure will be placed on those particular companies, because they'll be the only ones that are working.
And what will happen to prices on the shelves?
Well, just imagine all your freight costs going up, and you still have your expenses to pay. So in order to cover the expenses, you need to maintain your profit margin. And in order to do that, you have to sometimes raise your prices. But we're trying to avoid that at every cost because, eventually, if your prices continue to go up, who's going to buy the items?
Reporting for Our News, I'm Delvardo Emmanuel.
All right, thanks for that, Delvardo. Well, Bahamas Air will not be halting flights to the United States. The assurance came in a statement from Managing Director Tracy Cooper on Monday, following reports that Bahamas Air flights to the U.S. were under threat. Cooper confirmed operations into the U.S. will continue on October 3rd. He noted that Airlines for America, which represents several U.S. carriers, formally objected to Bahamas Air's application, citing concerns over the pricing structure of Bahamas Air Navigation Services Authority for aircraft overflight fees. Cooper clarified that the airline's routine regulatory renewal application to the U.S. Department of Transport is separate from this issue and was submitted on August 28th. And now to the latest on the Protection Against Violence Act, as Minister of Social Services Miles LaRota says, despite any misconceptions, work is being done. The legislation was passed in Parliament last August, although a strategic national plan to tackle gender-based violence was approved back in 2016. And the efforts began even earlier because in 2013, government established a national task force to oversee the development, implementation, and coordination of the plan.
The Protection Against Violence Commission is a major component of the Act, as its sole role will include oversight of data management and shelters, coordination of various related entities, ensuring that care and support services are provided to affected persons, and strengthening collaboration among key stakeholders. The Commission is the coordinating body in the fight against gender-based violence that will bring together all partners.
All right, we've got much more to get to tonight, but for now, it's time for your first look at temperatures. Meteorologist Greg Thompson is standing by in the Weather Center. Greg, good to see you.
Good to have you back in the chair.
It's been a long 2 weeks.
Yep.
I went on vacation, but the sun did not. I'm still seeing 85
we ain't going on vacation anytime soon either, so we are going to continue to enjoy these.
Hopefully soon.
Hopefully. Yeah. We're going to see a couple of cold fronts coming down, but they're not going to really do much in terms of relieve this heat. And it is still warm on the outside. 85 degrees is our current temperature, a few clouds. Winds out of the east-northeast at 7 miles per hour, and your feels like temperature very warm, 95 degrees on the outdoors. Temperatures right now, it's 86 in Freeport, Great Harbor Key, over in Nicholstown, Andros, and in Governor's Harbor. Allenstown, Bimini, 85. Also in Marsh Harbor, we have 85 there. Here in the capital as well. 87, Kemps Bay. 84 is Georgetown, the Exumas. 84 also in Arthurstown, Cat Island. Pair of 83s in Coopertown, San Salvador, and in Deadman's Key. And in the southeast Bahamas, 84 Duncantown, Ragged Island, Colonel Hill, Cricket Island, Abrams Bay. Delectable Bay, you guys have 83, and you have a couple of small showers nearby. 85 in Providenciales and Matthew County, Niagara, deep south. You also 85 degrees at this hour. Satellite radar composite, just a quiet day around the islands. High pressure remains in charge. A dry air mass is in place. Couple of spotty showers near the central Bahamas, some of near the Grand Bahama area, but that high pressure system will continue to dominate our weather for the next day or two. We could see some moisture coming into the area with that system that the National Hurricane Center is anticipating to develop in the Southwest Caribbean. That could bring us a couple of showers by the end of the week, but all in all, it's going to remain hot. So if you plan on doing anything on the outdoors, drink lots of water and take some frequent breaks from the sunshine. That's your first look at weather. Stick with us. Look at the extended forecast is still.
Thanks, Greg. And still to come on our news, from last place to wild card, the Mets defy the odds. Plus, new rowing glory for Nassau. Our sports brought to you by 10th year seniors, coming up when Our News returns.
Hey, Greg Thompson here, and thank you for watching. Be sure to hit that follow button. And if you want to see more content like this, follow all of our news social media pages. And hey, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss out on the top stories from the team you already trust.
Hey y'all, are you ready to be inspired? I am thrilled to announce that Inspire Her 2024 is coming, and it's going to be bigger and better than ever. Join us at the luxurious Atlantis Hotel Paradise Island on October 10th for an evening filled with inspiration, empowerment, and connection. The evening session promises to offer exclusive networking opportunities and transformative discussions. We invite everyone to attend and to be part of this incredible gathering. Hear from leading women activists, entrepreneurs, CEOs, thought leaders, and more as they share their stories, insights, and wisdom. Tickets are now available for purchase through the Alive Events app. Corporate packages and vendor opportunities are also available, providing a unique platform for businesses to showcase their support and connect with a diverse audience. Grab your girlfriends, mark your calendars for October 10th, and join us at the Inspire Her 2024 Women's Conference. See you there.
My name is Troy Williams. I've been a Live Fiber customer since March 2024. The installation process was seamless, effortless, and extremely fast. The gentlemen that came to the installation were very helpful, reliable, very knowledgeable, and the time allocated to do the installation was shorter than the time specified. Yeah, the previous provider I had, I noticed that the internet speed actually had intermittent on the services, so I was very grateful that the live fiber was available in my area. Once I was able to make the switch, my service and everything I needed was satisfied. My favorite feature would actually be being able to add any apps from the Play Store. It's just basically...
Welcome to Our Sports at 7, presented by 10th Year Seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. Let's do show. You would think a team that started 0-5 and fell to 11 games under 500 in late May wouldn't have a shot at the wild card. But that's exactly what Anton Richardson and the New York Mets did in the regular season finale. The Mets clinched the National League wildcard spot with a thrilling 8-7 win over the Atlanta Braves yesterday at Truist Park in Georgia. It was the second time in his career as a coach that Richardson will advance to the postseason. The Sandals Foundation partnered with the Nassau Rowing Club to add a new addition to its fleet and aid the development of what is becoming one of the fastest growing sports in the country. The organizations hosted a dedication ceremony yesterday where the foundation donated an 8-person rowing boat to the NRC. The boat's name, Forever Jilly, is in honor of Jill Stewart, the late wife of Sandals executive chairman Adam Stewart. Buddy Hield is back on the West Coast, this time in the Bay Area, with this generation's NBA dynasty, the Golden State Warriors. In the offseason, the Philadelphia 76ers and Warriors agreed to a sign-and-trade deal, which included Hield. He joins his 5th franchise of his career after being drafted 6th overall by the New Orleans Pelicans in 2016. Hield comes into the season with the most three-pointers made in the NBA over the past 5 years, with 1,322. Number 2 on that list, his new Warriors teammate in the backcourt, Stephen Curry.
I feel like nobody has a problem with me being aggressive. I think aggressive is good. And when you're out there, you just got to figure out your niche and just play in the continuity of the offense and the flow of the offense. And I think Steph plays with a great flow.
DeAndre Ayton heads into his 2nd season with the Portland Trail Blazers and looks to take on an even bigger leadership role as the team continues to rebuild. Sporting a new look at Media Day, Ayton discussed his goals for the upcoming season.
I'm not taking losing lightly at all. And, our objective is winning the games and, winning together and running the right way. It's not all gonna look good, but I know for sure the team we have are gonna be turning some heads. And
that'll do it for Our Sports. Stay tuned to Our News at 7:30 for details on these stories and more.
When our news comes back from the break, we turn our spotlight to stories making headlines across the world as J.D. Vance and Tim Walz to face off in a VP election debate. It's their last chance to sway U.S. voters. Plus, Haiti's transitional council head thanks the United Nations for its support amid a migrants and cats and dogs controversy in Springfield. And hundreds missing as Helene death toll rises to 135 when Our News returns.
My name is Troy Williams. I've been a Live Fiber customer since March 2024. The installation process was seamless, effortless, and extremely fast. The gentlemen that came to the installation were very helpful, reliable, very knowledgeable, and the time allocated to do the installation was shorter than the time specified. Yeah, the previous provider I had, I noticed that the internet speed actually had intermittent services, so I was very grateful that the live fiber was available in my area. Once I was able to make the switch, my service and everything I needed was satisfied. My favorite feature would actually be being able to add any apps from the Play Store. It's just basically making any dumb TV a smart TV. I do a lot of back-end support, engineering support, helping clients working remotely when I'm from home. The internet is a very important aspect of my job and my life. My name is Trey Williams, and the future is home with a live fiber.
When hurricanes and emergencies strike, timely information can save lives. That's why Alive Business brings you bulk SMS messaging, your essential tool for staying informed and safe. Imagine having critical updates and safety tips delivered right to your phone, anytime and anywhere. With bulk SMS messaging, you can send real-time alerts and updates and timely notifications. When every second counts, count on Alive Business bulk SMS messaging. For more information, contact the experts. Are you ready for the stormy season? Don't wait until the storm clouds gather. Contact the experts at Alive Business today and let us help you prepare for this hurricane season. For a limited time only, you can get 50% off our Bahamas Cloud, the ultimate solution to secure your data and communications, ensuring they're accessible even in the worst of weather conditions. Don't let the storm catch you off guard this season. Stay ahead of the game with Bahamas Cloud from Alive Business.
This video needs to show us on a different scale. It has to be
extra. What, eh?
Hey, Quay.
Hey, what you saying?
Where you with?
I heard you on the bus stop with my friend.
Okay, so we want to shoot this video, and it's gonna be extra.
All right, Jim. I can just come to you. All right. I need you 25 cents no more.
This is our news. Welcome back. We turn our attention now to stories making headlines across the world. U.S. Republican VP nominee J.D. Vance and Democratic nominee Tim Walz face off in their first debate Tuesday night in New York City, 5 weeks before the U.S. election. Vance, a 40-year-old senator from Ohio, was chosen by Donald Trump, while Walz, the 60-year-old governor of Minnesota, was topped by Kamala Harris. Both are military veterans with different political styles. This could be their last chance to sway voters. With Harris and Trump said to be neck and neck in the polls, Reuters reports tonight's debate might have a big impact on the final stretch of the campaign. The debate will air tonight on CBS at 9 p.m. Hundreds are still missing after catastrophic flooding from Hurricane Helene, which devastated towns and cut power to over 1 million homes in the southeastern United States, according to authorities. The storm, now downgraded to a tropical storm, has claimed 135 lives across 6 states, with numbers expected to rise. North Carolina's western region saw 300 roads closed, complicating recovery efforts. Buncombe County, home to Asheville, is reeling from what local officials call, quote, biblical devastation. President Joe Biden is expected to visit the region this week. Head of Haiti's Transition Council, Edgar LeBlanc Fields, expressed gratitude at the UN General Assembly for the support shown to Haitian migrants, particularly in Springfield, Ohio. This follows baseless claims by Republican candidate Donald Trump and his VP nominee, J.D. Vance, alleging migrants in Springfield were eating cats and dogs. Despite repeated denials from local officials, Trump has doubled down, even suggesting deportation. Most of the 15,000 Haitian Americans in Springfield are legally in the United States, but the town has faced bomb threats since the claims. Jamaica's Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade Minister, Kamina Johnson-Smith, highlighting the country's growing appeal for investment during her recent address at the UN General Assembly. She also stressed Jamaica's vulnerability to climate change, citing Hurricane Beryl as a record-breaking threat this year, and reaffirmed Jamaica's commitment to international cooperation and climate justice in combating global climate challenges. Still to come in our news, today in history, find out interesting facts about the day that was October 1st. Then in our news at 7:30, a heat wave. Miami Heat returns to Bahama for training camp, but will history repeat itself? 6-time All-Star Jimmy Butler shares his thoughts on the Bahamas and the upcoming season in an Our News exclusive. But first, power play. GBPA hits pause on its Grand Bahama Power rate review amid outage woes. The suspension expected to last until service reliability is restored. The story when Our News returns.
Hey y'all, are you ready to be inspired? I am thrilled to announce that Inspire Her 2024 is coming, and it's going to be bigger and better than ever. Join us at the luxurious Atlantis Hotel Paradise Island on October 10th for an evening filled with inspiration, empowerment, and connection. The evening session promises to offer exclusive networking opportunities and transformative discussion. We invite everyone to attend and to be part of this incredible gathering. Hear from leading women activists, entrepreneurs, CEOs, thought leaders, and more as they share their stories, insights, and wisdom. Tickets are now available for purchase through the Alive Events app. Corporate packages and vendor opportunities are also available, providing a unique platform for businesses to showcase their support and connect with a diverse audience. Grab your girlfriends, mark your calendars for October 10th, and join us at the Inspire Her 2024 Women's Conference. See you there.
My name is Troy Williams. I've been a Live Fiber customer since March 2024. The installation process was seamless, effortless, and extremely fast. The gentlemen that came to the installation were very helpful, reliable, very knowledgeable, and the time allocated to do the installation was shorter than the time specified. Yeah, the previous provider I had, I noticed that the internet speed actually had intermittent on the services, so I was very grateful that the live fiber was available in my area. Once I was able to make the switch, my service and everything I needed was satisfied. My favorite feature would actually be being able to add any apps from the Play Store. It's just basically making any dumb TV a smart TV. I do a lot of back-end support, engineering support, helping clients working remotely when I'm from home. The internet is a very important aspect of my job and my life. My name is Trey Williams, and the future is home with a live fiber.
When hurricanes and emergencies strike, timely information can save lives. That's why Alive Business brings you bulk SMS messaging, your essential tool for staying informed and safe. Imagine having critical updates and safety tips delivered right to your phone, anytime and anywhere. With bulk SMS messaging, you can send real-time alerts and updates and timely notifications. When every second counts, count on Alive Business bulk SMS messaging. For more information, contact the experts. Are you ready for the stormy season? Don't wait until the storm clouds gather. Contact the experts at Alive Business today and let us help you prepare for this hurricane season. For a limited time only, you can get 50% off our Bahamas Cloud, the ultimate solution to secure your data and communications, ensuring they're accessible even in the worst of weather conditions. Don't let the storm catch you off guard this season. Stay ahead of the game with Bahamas Cloud from Alive Business.
On this day in Bahamian history, we take a moment to honor Bahamian-born actress Estelle Roll Evans. Born in Roll Town on October 1st, 1906, Estelle Evans made her mark in Hollywood during the 20th century. She was best known for her roles in films like The Quiet One, To Kill a Mockingbird, and The Learning Tree, the latter earning her an NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Actress in a Motion Picture. Estelle was a part of a talented family alongside her famous sisters, Rosanna Carter and Esther Roll. She married Walter Evans and passed away in New York City on July 20th, 1985. Also, on this day in 1928, Nassau Harbor witnessed a groundbreaking moment as the first seaplane touched down. The historic landing marked the beginning of Pan American Airways' service to the Bahamas, the first airline to do so. By January 1929, Pan Am's 8-passenger Skiorski 38 amphibian started regular flights between Miami and Nassau, eventually being replaced by the 20-seat Commodore Clipper. Later that year, Pan Am secured a contract to deliver U.S. mail to the Bahamas, with the first mail flight happening on January 2nd, 1929. And fast forward to October 2015, when Hurricane Joaquin wreaked havoc across the Bahamas. The storm formed on September 28th and quickly intensified, making landfall on Samana Key as a Category 4 hurricane on October 1st. Other islands in the central and southeast Bahamas, including San Salvador, Rum Key, Long Island, Cat Island, Crooked Island, and Acklands, were also impacted. Joaquin caused widespread damage to homes and businesses, and tragically, it led to the sinking of the SS El Faro, claiming the lives of all 33 crew members.
Well, the visionary designer behind Romilda Rose Designs and breast cancer survivor Jillian Curry Williams has achieved another impressive milestone. She's the grand prize winner of the Small Business Development Center's Cultural Evolution Pitch Competition. In this report, our Jasmine Brown kicks off our coverage for Breast Cancer Awareness Month by sharing how Curry Williams' personal story helped her take home the top prize.
9 years ago, Jillian Curry Williams was a budding fashion designer. Today, Romilda Rose Designs has an award-winning fashion line.
We all know someone who has suffered at the hands of that nasty cancer. Ladies and gentlemen,
That's the moment the breast cancer survivor and supportive family realized she had taken home the top prize at the SBDC's Cultural Evolution Pitch Competition. Last week, Curry Williams traded the runway to take the stage and collect her $10,000 prize. The competition allowed contestants to showcase their creative business idea, gain exposure, and compete for the grand prize, plus 12 months of mentorship and more. So what helped the Romilda Rose owner to edge out her competition? Her Fabric of Hope collection. collection, which she says is inspired by Cancer warriors while also promoting Bahamian culture through bold prints.
So when I presented it, I said, look, if you're on Rawson Square and you look west, you see the lights. That's the start gate for Junkanoo. There's a kaleidoscope of colors, and the fabric of hope does the same thing. It's this kaleidoscope of colors, and it evokes hope and life and joy.
And the Bahamian fashion designer says she couldn't have done it on her own. She's thankful to the SBDC for allowing her to showcase her talent. She's also grateful to her family who supported her along the way.
I just want to thank my husband, who has been like my greatest support. Like, he supports me. And my children, my son told me the other day, he said, Mommy, I'm so proud of you. And that just like melted every... My daughter, who's my heir. Thank you to my mom, who is like been pushing me with this.
As Curry Williams continues to turn her passion into a platform for cultural and personal empowerment, she says she has no plans on slowing down anytime soon. Reporting for Our News, I'm Jasmine Brown.
All right, thanks so much for that, Jasmine. What a story, and congratulations to Miss Curry Williams from all of us here at Our News. If you want to watch her story again and for all of today's top stories, you can visit ournews.bs. It's going to do it for us in News at 7. Joining us now is Italia Hall with the latest headlines. Italia, I wish we had more time.
We don't have much time, but I just wanted to say welcome back.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you. Well, we are following exciting news as World Investor Week kicks off in the Capitol Plus, an Our News exclusive with Miami Heat 6-time All-Star Jimmy Butler. Here are your latest headlines. First tonight on Our News Live at 7:30, U.S. port workers on strike. Here how the Bahamas may be impacted. This is businesses and government are keeping a close eye on the situation. Plus, employees at Bahamas Air threaten industrial action. We'll tell you all about it coming up. Also, the Grand Bahama Port Authority, the regulator for the Grand Bahama Power Company, suspends the power company's rate application review. The move comes following months of unreliable services on Grand Bahama. And later, the Social Services Minister says the shelter for domestic violence victims has been purchased. The story when Our News Live at 7:30 returns.
Dino Notes here, and thank you so much for watching. Be sure and hit that follow button if you want to see more stories like this. Be sure and follow all of the Our News social media pages. And hey, don't forget, turn on your notifications so you never miss out on top stories from the team you already trust.
Bahamas, are you ready? Keep the vibe alive. Music group, along with Alpha Sounds, present the best of the best. Rake and Scrape Explosion Reloaded. This is the biggest one-day all-Bahamian concert of the year. Featuring KB, D-Mac, Abby, Mama D, Fan Shaw, Shine 242, The Falcon, and more. Mark your calendars. It's going down November the 2nd at Super Club Races Ground. Tickets now available at BahamasEtickets.com or both Beauty Shack location. General admission $60. VIP, Skybox, and Skypods also available. For more info, call 394-0819 or email keepthevibealive242@gmail.com. Experience the magic once again with more legends for one night only. Come party with us November 2nd at Best of the Mass. Rake and Scrape Explosion Reloaded.
I love my EV. I am Generation E.
I am Generation E. I am Generation E.
And I am Generation E.
I'm Michaela Kerr. I'm an 18-year-old freshman at the University of the Bahamas, and I'm a computer science major. I'm also the NT Corporation's Youth Ambassador for the Environment, and I'm an environmentalist. My journey as the environmentalist...
Welcome to Our News. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Italia Hall. Tens of thousands of longshoremen at ports along the U.S. coast, East Coast rather, and Gulf of Mexico went on strike shortly after midnight. It's the first strike by the Port Workers Union in nearly 50 years. The strike came after the United States Maritime Alliance and the International Longshoremen's Association failed to reach an agreement. And the fallout is global, including here in the Bahamas, where the Chamber of Commerce and Employers Confederation is keeping a close eye on the situation. BCCEC CEO Dr. Leo Roll says the chamber has been in ongoing discussions with its members, particularly small businesses, about the possible impacts.
We fielded calls and reached out to our members in the retail, shipping, and logistics industries to understand their concerns and provide support through recommendations for preparedness. Now, we've also seen instances where some businesses are already experiencing shipping delays and cancellations, perhaps not directly connected to the strike, but inevitably will have a deleterious effect on the cost and ease of doing business.
Also keeping watch on the strike is Economic Minister Michael Halkitis. He says if the matter is resolved soon, we can mitigate the damage. But if the work stoppage is prolonged, Halkitis says the impact could be serious.
The danger comes in if it's a protracted work stoppage, because then you have not only goods can't be moved, you see the impact on the U.S. economy. I mean, we're talking about ships, trucks that move these containers, warehouse workers, the economies that grow up around them. And so, the potential impact on the U.S. economy, again, which is our major trading partner, it could have a potential impact on us.
All right, while the union representing Bahamas Air employees are threatening industrial action over key issues. One of them is the plan to outsource ramp service agents to Nassau Flight Services. The union president telling members to stand by for an emergency meeting and warn of a strike vote if the matter isn't resolved. Berthany McDermott reports.
We're not asking for any favors. We're simply asking for justice. And we intend to ensure that happens.
Unrest is brewing at the Airport Allied and Workers Union amid claims Bahamas Air revealed plans to outsource RAM service agents to the Nassau Flight Services. Union President Jewel Fountain called the move out of the ordinary for airlines at their home base. Fountain claims management sent letters to the RAM service agents with payout figures. She also claimed the letters gave them an ultimatum to either agree to the payment or face redundancy.
And this was without any further communications with the union. We were most disappointed when this happened, because in order for there to be good industrial relations, there must be transparency and communication consistently.
The move will impact around 50 RAM service agents employed with a national flag carrier. Fountain says the plan is to call an emergency meeting with its members, adding a strike vote application could be made as early as tomorrow.
We hope we don't have to rely on that, but if necessary, that is what we will do. Our members are frustrated. We are really tired, and we intend to do what is legal and what is just in order for our members to get what is due to them.
But this isn't the only issue plaguing Bahamas Air employees. Fountain says the airline owes its employees hundreds of thousands of dollars in increment payments.
There's supposed to be a performance appraisal on each of the employees for the period June through May. Once they score 26 or higher, they're to get an increment added to their salary, which they have not done in many years.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Berthany McDermott.
Thanks so much, Berthany. While we reached out to Bahamas Air executives who said a formal statement would come, however, we received no statement up to news time. Well, the Grand Bahama Port Authority's Regulatory Committee has announced the suspension of its review of the Grand Bahama Power Company's proposed rate plan until service reliability is firmly established. In a statement by the GBPA this afternoon, officials noted the Regulatory Committee held an urgent meeting on Monday with executives from the power company. Port officials stressed the critical importance of restoring reliable electricity service to residents and businesses on Grand Bahama, as the interruptions in service are taking a tremendous toll on the island's economy and quality of life. Now, to read the full statement, you can visit our social media pages. Well, following months of frequent power outages on Grand Bahama, the Grand Bahama Power Company revealing today that it is experiencing failures with one of its second largest generating units. Officials say they are actively troubleshooting to restore the unit in the coming months. To mitigate the impact on consumers, GBPC is currently utilizing solar energy during the daytime and using rental generators at night. However, until the generating unit is fully operational, power issues are expected to continue. Maintenance and reliability specialist at GBPC, Theodore Martin, apologizing to customers and says another unit is expected to return to service next week.
Which will be a little more sustainable, but we do have routine PMs that we have to continue with on all of our units. And in the coming months, we should have more sustainable energy and have all of our units back up to optimal standard.
With more and more cases of domestic violence against women coming to light in recent years, a solution is on the way. Survivors of domestic violence will soon have a safe haven for them and their children. Minister of Social Services Miles Arota says he recently confirmed with the Bahamas Mortgage Corporation's chairman that the shelter to house and protect victims has been purchased.
Payments have been made from the Treasury to BMC. They've confirmed payments, and that the next phase will be for us to outfit and put in do the various renovations and put in the security features. For obvious reasons, we'll not tell the press where the building is located, but that is one of the boxes that we could tick.
Arota says some details will remain confidential in the interest of protecting victims, but he did confirm some logistics, including how many women will be able to be housed and for how long.
I'd say multiple, and that's also more than two. And it could accommodate women who suffer, but also their children. So we want to keep those abused women in particular and their children in a safe environment. So it's not just a home. We're talking about being secure with fencing. We're talking about security cameras and all the like to provide a safe environment for those mothers and children. It depends on the severity. So it's not as if the Department of Social Services will say to a mother, well, you have 1 month to be here or 1 week to be here. But it'll depend on the need and the eventual resolution of the matter involving the parties.
Well, warm weather in the capital on this Tuesday. Meteorologist Greg Thompson is in the Weather Center live with your first look at weather. Greg, it seems as if things aren't cooling down anytime soon.
We still having these heat indices in the triple digits, so outdoor activities, we advising you to limit that. And of course, stay hydrated because it's going to be very hot over the next couple of days. 84 degrees though, it's our current temperature outside. Few clouds, we'll call it warm. East-northeast winds at 7 miles per hour. Your feels like temperature is in the mid-90s. 95 is what it feels like on the outside. Satellite radar composite, quiet across area. Ridge of high pressure at the surface and the loft is in charge of our weather. Dry air mass in place. Abundant sunshine. High UV indexes, so you could get burned rather quickly if you stay outdoors long enough. But limited rain or showers expected. We do expect some moisture though by the end of the week, as there's a disturbance expected to form in the Western Caribbean and move into the Gulf. That will introduce some moisture to our area, so we could see some relief from the heat by the end of the week. That's a quick check on conditions around the island. Stick with us, a look at your extended forecast and the tropics still to come.
Still to come on our news, the Miami Heat hosting a training camp at the Baha Mar Resort this week. We speak with one of the basketball stars coming up, and our Bank and Trust prepares for World Investor Week. We'll tell you all about it when our news live at 7:30 returns.
Hey y'all, are you ready to be inspired? I am thrilled to announce that Inspire Her 2024 is coming, and it's going to be bigger and better than ever. Join us at the luxurious Atlantis Hotel Paradise Island on October 10th for an evening filled with inspiration, empowerment, and connection. The evening session promises to offer exclusive networking opportunities and transformative discussions. We invite everyone to attend and to be part of this incredible gathering. Hear from leading women activists, entrepreneurs, CEOs, thought leaders, and more as they share their stories, insights, and wisdom. Tickets are now available for purchase through the Alive Events app. Corporate packages and vendor opportunities are also available, providing a unique platform for businesses to showcase their support and connect with a diverse audience. Grab your girlfriends, mark your calendars for October 10th, and join us at the Inspire Her 2024 Women's Conference. See you there.
My name is Troy Williams. I've been a Live Fiber customer since March 2024. The installation process was seamless, effortless, and extremely fast. The gentlemen that came to the installation were very helpful, reliable, very knowledgeable, and the time allocated to do the installation was shorter than the time specified. Yeah, the previous provider I had, I noticed that the internet speed actually had intermittent services, so I was very grateful that the live fiber was available in my area. Once I was able to make the switch, my service and everything I needed was satisfied. My favorite feature would actually be being able to add any apps from the Play Store. It's just basically making any dumb TV a smart TV. I do a lot of back-end support, engineering support, helping clients working remotely when I'm from home. The internet is a very important aspect of my job and my life. My name is Trey Williams, and the future is home with a live fiber.
When hurricanes and emergencies strike, timely information can save lives. That's why Alive Business brings you bulk SMS messaging, your essential tool for staying informed and safe. Imagine having critical updates and safety tips delivered right to your phone, anytime and anywhere. With bulk SMS messaging, you can send real-time alerts and updates and timely notifications. When every second counts, count on Alive Business bulk SMS messaging. For more information, contact the experts. Are you ready for the stormy season? Don't wait until the storm clouds gather. Contact the experts at Alive Business today and let us help you prepare for this hurricane season. For a limited time only, you can get 50% off our Bahamas Cloud, the ultimate solution to secure your data and communications, ensuring they're accessible even in the worst of weather conditions. Don't let the storm catch you off guard this season. Stay ahead of the game with Bahamas Cloud from Alive Business.
World Investor Week will take place in a few days right here in the capital. The event, designed for investors, is hosted by RF Bank and Trust in collaboration with the Bahamas International Securities Exchange. The event will take place from October 7 to 11. VP of Group Head Investment at RF Bank and Trust, David Slatter, says the conference is all about educating investors.
Whether it's budgeting, there may be some discussion on cryptocurrency because it's always exciting, you know. But yeah, I mean, so you can go on the RF website, or you can go on the BISX website, and there'll be more details on the when and the where. And then later this month, we're holding an investor forum.
What's that about?
So it's really going to be about, it's going to focus on women. So it's going to be about, you know, planning for retirement, but with a focus on women, because women do have some, what should I say, unique issues that maybe men don't have to deal with. Whether it's, you know, the raising of the family, often they're the individual who's really given the responsibility of taking care of family members. So there's certain things that women have to deal with that men don't necessarily have to deal with. So it's going to be an event where we have an expert coming down from Toronto. It's the Rosenberg Research Group, and he's going to give a talk about the markets, and it's going to be a traditional discussion on expectations for the markets going forward. But then we'll also have a panel discussion that's really focused on issues that women have when it comes to saving and preparing for retirement.
It's now time for tonight's Financial Market Minute, brought to you by RF, your local investment bank. This has been your Financial Market Minute. To explore the best performing mutual funds in the Bahamas, visit our website at www.rfgroup.com.
When our news comes back from the break, the Miami Heat hosting a training camp at the Bahama Resort this week.
Coming up in sports, the Mets get into the postseason, the Nassau Rowing Club gets a new addition to its fleet, and it's everyone's favorite time of year to overreact. NBA Media Day.
And later, temperatures will continue to stay hot across the islands. Greg is back with your extended weather when our news continues.
Hey y'all, are you ready to be inspired? I am thrilled to announce that Inspire Her 2024 is coming, and it's going to be bigger and better than ever. Join us at the luxurious Atlantis Hotel Paradise Island on October 10th for an evening filled with inspiration, empowerment, and connection. The evening session promises to offer exclusive networking opportunities and transformative discussions. We invite everyone to attend and to be part of this incredible gathering. Hear from leading women activists, entrepreneurs, CEOs, thought leaders, and more as they share their stories, insights, and wisdom. Tickets are now available for purchase through the Alive Events app. Corporate packages and vendor opportunities are also available, providing a unique platform for businesses to showcase their support and connect with a diverse audience. Grab your girlfriends, mark your calendars for October 10th, and join us at the Inspire Her 2024 Women's Conference. See you there.
My name is Troy Williams. I've been a Live Fiber customer since March 2024. The installation process was seamless, effortless, and extremely fast. The gentlemen that came to the installation were very helpful, reliable, very knowledgeable, and the time allocated to do the installation was shorter than the time specified. Yeah, the previous provider I had, I noticed that the internet speed actually had intermittent services, so I was very grateful that the live fiber was available in my area. Once I was able to make the switch, my service and everything I needed was satisfied. My favorite feature would actually be being able to add any apps from the Play Store. It's just basically making any dumb TV a smart TV. I do a lot of back-end support, engineering support.
Welcome to Our Sports, presented by 10th year seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. Let's do show. You would think a team that started 0-5 and fell to 11 games under 500 in late May wouldn't have a shot at the wild card. But that's exactly what Anton Richardson and the New York Mets did in the regular season finale. The Mets clinched the National League wildcard spot with a thrilling 8-7 win over the Atlanta Braves yesterday at Truist Park in Georgia. It was the second time in his career as a coach that Richardson will advance to the postseason. In 2021, his San Francisco Giants advanced to the NLDS before they were eliminated by the Dodgers. There was little time to celebrate though. Attention quickly shifted to the best-of-3 NL wildcard series, which began today at Milwaukee. Game 2 in the series is tomorrow night with first pitch at 7:38 p.m. The Sandals Foundation partnered with the Nassau Rowing Club to add a new addition to its fleet and aid the development of what is becoming one of the fastest growing sports in the country. The organizations hosted a dedication ceremony yesterday where the foundation donated an 8-person rowing boat to the NRC. The boat's name, Forever Jilly, is in honor of Jill Stewart, the late wife of Sandals executive chairman Adam Stewart. This new addition helps the NRC to expand access to the sport to even more student athletes, leading the way to athletic and academic opportunities through international recruitment. Students from Windsor and the NRC took Forever Jilly out on the water for the first time. Buddy Hield is back on the West Coast, this time in the Bay Area, with this generation's NBA dynasty, the Golden State Warriors. In the offseason, the Philadelphia 76ers and Warriors agreed to a sign-and-trade deal, which included Hield. He joins his 5th franchise of his career after being drafted 6th overall by the New Orleans Pelicans in 2016. He also had stints with the Sacramento Kings, Indiana Pacers, and the 76ers. Last season, Hield averaged 12.1 points, 3.2 rebounds, and 2.8 assists in just over 25 minutes per game for the Pacers and 76ers. He also shot 39% from 3.
Taking it one day at a time, learning stuff in training camp, learning how I can see myself fitting in. I don't, everybody says a perfect match, but you just get to take time, trying to figure out how I can the passing, the cutting, the screening, just learning from Steph, learning from Draymond, Steve, coaching staff, the players.
DeAndre Ayton heads into his second season with the Portland Trail Blazers and looks to take on an even bigger leadership role as the team continues to rebuild. Sporting a new look at Media Day, Ayton discussed his goals for the upcoming season. Last year was Ayton's first with the franchise, and the veteran Big called it a learning experience for his career moving forward.
Things that I could say I took for granted, I don't take for granted here in Portland, and just having a fan base like Portland as well supporting us, it gives us, as an organization, this is true support, just to come out and really give you guys what you want, and be in the community and, just try to be a part of everything that Portland gives us.
In 55 games for the Trailblazers, he averaged 16.7 points and 11.1 rebounds per game while shooting 57% from the field. His numbers over the last 2 months of the season increased to over 23 points and 12 boards per game, and he looks to continue that momentum headed into this season. That'll do it for our sports. This is 10YS. I'm Ronaldo. Back to the studio.
Still ahead on our news tonight, the Miami Heat hosting a training camp at the Bahama Resort. We speak with one of the basketball stars coming up, and Greg is back with the extended weather forecast when our news returns. Stay with us.
When hurricanes and emergencies strike, timely information can save lives. That's why Alive Business brings you bulk SMS messaging, your essential tool for staying informed and safe. Imagine having critical updates and safety tips delivered right to your phone, anytime and anywhere. With bulk SMS messaging, you can send real-time alerts and updates and timely notifications. When every second counts, count on Alive Business bulk SMS messaging. For more information, contact the experts. Are you ready for the stormy season? Don't wait until the storm clouds gather. Contact the experts at Alive Business today and let us help you prepare for this hurricane season. For a limited time only, you can get 50% off our Bahamas Cloud, the ultimate solution to secure your data and communications, ensuring they're accessible even in the worst of weather conditions. Don't let the storm catch you off guard this season. Stay ahead of the game with Bahamas Cloud from Alive Business.
This video needs to show us on a different scale. It has to be extra.
What, eh?
Hey, Quay.
Hey, what you saying?
Where you with?
I heard you on the bus stop with my friend.
Okay, so we want to shoot this video, and it's gonna be extra.
All right, Jim. I can just come to you. All right. I need you 25 cents no more.
This is our news. Welcome back. We are going to focus on just the tropics right now. We still have Kirk out there, which is basically a Category 1 hurricane. It's going to continue to move towards the west-northwest. Eventually, the system will strengthen to a Category 3, but it's going to stay out there in the open Atlantic. National Hurricane Center watching another area just behind that has about a medium to high chance for formation. And then we're going to continue to monitor the Western Caribbean, where something is expected to form by the end of the week. That should be moving into the Gulf of Mexico. Boating conditions for all areas tonight to tomorrow. Your winds will be east to southeast at 10 to 15 knots, but they're going to fall light and variable. Seas 1 to 3 feet. High tide is at 7:56 tonight. The low tide will take place at 2:10 in the morning. Here's a look now at your national forecast. In the extended forecast, quiet conditions as a high-pressure ridge remains in charge of our weather. Hot temperatures expected for the next couple of days, and those heat indices will be in the triple digits. That's a look at our weather. Make it a great night, everybody.
All right, thanks so much for that, Greg. Well, as they get ready for the 2024-2025 NBA season, the Miami Heat are hosting their training camp at the Bahama Resort for the second time in the last 2 years. We caught up with six-time All-Star Jimmy Butler, who's starting his sixth season with the team. When asked about his frequent travels to the Bahamas, he had this to say.
I love it, man. The people are so great here. The food with the team off the charts. And they play dominoes, and I literally stayed up to 4 a.m. last night playing dominoes. I love y'all. I'm going to be back. Stand up to 5.
All right, so exciting, of course, to see that story again. It's available now on ournews.bs. And with that, we thank you for joining us for our news tonight on behalf of the entire team. I'm Natalia Hall. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great evening.
Hi, and thank you for watching. I'm Italia Hall. Be sure and hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. Click right over here. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to see more content from the team you already trust.